So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like the lifestyle, that money is gone, trust me. Now it's like he'll be at your local hosting in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
Floyd Mayweather has absolutely f***ed himself big 2026. It's because he's in massive debt. Again, Floyd is going broke. Instead of Floyd having all these bank robberies and whatever else he was bragging about on the plane, I'd be mad at me too. Looks like you should be mad at yourself because you played yourself. You thought you could do these backdoor deals with this guy and this guy and this guy, and it wouldn't affect everybody coming together and going, could you sign a contract here? That means effectively we control where you fight. And if you are taking other side business interferes with this fight, or potentially can, then we're going to sue you.
The feud between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather has once again grabbed attention. During a recent live interview, 50 Cent addressed reports surrounding Floyd's alleged $7.3 million financial obligation and made a direct comment about the boxer's money situation. His remarks reignited questions about Mayweather's finances and brought the reported debt back into the spotlight.
When you make yourself like we got issues over anger, he's still the best fighter out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah, that's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
All that money?
Yeah, it's been 2 years.
Recent reports suggest that the Internal Revenue Service has taken action against Floyd Mayweather over millions of dollars in unpaid taxes spanning several tax years. The Ring also reported through its official X account that Mayweather's upcoming exhibition plans, including bouts involving kickboxer Mike Zambides and Mike Tyson, could be affected by the dispute. According to documents reviewed by The Ring, the IRS informed Mayweather that his U.S. passport could be revoked because of what authorities classified as a seriously delinquent tax balance. The amount reportedly exceeds $7.25 million and remains unresolved, with the tax issue still hanging over him. Concerns about Mayweather's current financial position have intensified.
Do this over multiple videos. I'm following up here to say it again. Floyd is terrible with his money. He owes a lot of people a lot of money, and I'm willing to bet that he don't.
Mayweather, however, rejected the narrative that he is facing serious financial hardship. While addressing the situation, he maintained that his income remains extremely high and claimed that earning several million dollars within a single day is still possible for him. His comments were seemingly intended to challenge suggestions that outstanding obligations or recent financial reports have left him in a weakened position. Throughout his career, Mayweather has consistently presented himself as a highly successful businessman and one of boxing's biggest earners. He has often highlighted his fight purses, investments, and various business activities when discussing the wealth he has accumulated.
How was yesterday?
Yeah, yes. You know, just doing a dinner.
Yeah. You say it so nonchalantly too. Yeah, I made $1 million yesterday. You know, it ain't no big deal. You know.
We made $1 million yesterday. We made $1 million today. We set up, another just a small deal.
Yeah.
Nothing major, just, we do dinners worldwide and we make millions just doing dinners.
Yeah. Well, if I ever have you for a dinner, I'm gonna need it to be free, man. I can't pay no $1 million. Like
we could do 100 dinners.
Yeah.
At $1 million a pop, that's 100.
Mayweather's tax dispute with the IRS was not a new development when the latest reports emerged. Back in 2017, he went before the tax court seeking additional time to cover his 2015 tax bill. His argument was that while he possessed significant wealth, a large portion of it was invested in assets that could not be quickly turned into cash. Mayweather expected to resolve the outstanding amount using the substantial earnings he anticipated from his upcoming showdown with Conor McGregor.
An independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you 2 checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service. Floyd, you made $230, and I get it, Skip. I can just imagine getting a check for $230 million. Like, hold on. I ain't see I, R, or S in that ring taking no blows. And I'm supposed to send them, yep, you're supposed to send them their cut. That's the way it works. And what
owe them about half of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he's in Nevada, so which is no state tax. So basically, all you have to do is give them that 33%.
Yeah.
Skip, I get it, and I get the fact like all they're gonna do is waste my money anyway, but that's not the way you do it.
That is not a.
Throughout boxing history, several major names have stepped back into competition during periods when their finances came under pressure. That history has led to increased attention surrounding Floyd Mayweather as he prepares for a potential return. His proposed second fight with Manny Pacquiao has only added to the speculation. With reports continuing to focus on his tax obligations and legal disputes, some observers have questioned whether financial considerations could be playing a role in his decision to make another comeback, rather than the move being driven solely by competition or his legacy.
Joe Louis had this problem.
He did.
Sugar Ray Robinson had to come out of retirement in 55 to settle a debt with the IRS, and even Mike Tyson. But what's so disappointing with me, Skip? Floyd Mayweather has gone through this before. What is it that you don't get? And I'm even more disappointed because you're on Instagram and on Twitter flaunting your opulence. You got bales and bales of money. You might have 30, 40 racks up in front of you. You got Bugattis and Enzo Ferraris and private jets and yacht, and you big balling, and you won't cut these people their money? Now, Skip, I believe that he would have taken this fight anyway. It's hard to turn down $200, $300 million.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. and 50 Cent were once known for having a strong friendship, but that relationship eventually deteriorated into a highly publicized feud involving insults and disputes over business matters. The two reportedly became close around 2002 and later worked together on different projects. Their professional connection expanded in 2011 when they announced plans to launch a movie production company under the name Mayweather Productions. 50 Cent was also frequently seen supporting Mayweather on fight nights, including accompanying him to the ring for several major bouts.
Going on with what I thought was a situation that you couldn't break down between 50 Cent and Mayweather.
Yeah.
This looked like a friendship that was going to last a lifetime. What the hell happened between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather?
Well, he changed his mind.
Now, what do you mean he changed his mind?
Like, as he was actually going in to jail, he asked me to help him with Mayweather Promotions.
Right.
Then as he actually got in and I took a look, I realized there is no Mayweather Promotions. There's no LLC, there's no seal, it's not incorporated, it's just
a name.
Yeah,
that comes out people's mouths.
Right. See, technically, Floyd is a Golden Boy fighter. You see what I'm saying? He fights on every Golden Boy card. They do all the footwork on
like
every
the negotiations
show.
And the imprint, the paperwork.
They build the whole show.
Mayweather has previously spoken about how difficult it was for him to understand the collapse of his friendship with 50 Cent. He described the situation as a major loss of trust and communication, recalling that 50 Cent had once been close enough to stay at his home. For Mayweather, the sudden change in their relationship was difficult to explain. The conflict became more serious in 2012, while Mayweather was serving time following a misdemeanor domestic battery conviction. During that period, 50 Cent moved forward with creating the Money Team Promotions, bringing several fighters into the company and putting substantial money into the operation. After Mayweather returned, disagreements developed over how TMT should be managed, as well as questions surrounding the company's ownership and control. Those disputes further damaged the relationship between the two former friends.
He says, help him with Mayweather Promotions, and it's not there. I go, okay, I know what he means. He wants me to
get it together.
Put it together for him. So I do TMT Promotions. I get it all the way together. Sign the actual fighters. We had acquisition of Gamboa. It was like I had to negotiate a release. It was $1.2 million. Andre Durrell, IBF champion Billy Dip, WBA champion Celestino Calabero. So we brought them over. I brought them over while Floyd was, still incarcerated.
Yeah.
Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on where, it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things. And I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you're already invested.
Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail, right?
Right.
So it's like, let him cool his heels before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
50 Cent later addressed the dispute surrounding the reported $2 million he had invested in their shared company, TMT Promotions. According to his account, when Mayweather came home from jail, the business issues between them were not immediately dealt with. Instead, Mayweather's inner circle allegedly concentrated on spending heavily and surrounding him with expensive gifts. 50 Cent said this experience shaped his view of how Mayweather maintains relationships. He suggested that Floyd may place greater value on material possessions and financial favors than on genuine personal connections, believing that his wealth can help keep people close to him.
Big, and I'm like, yo, so when, but see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardlessly. Right. You know, so I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he gonna say he wants to, you know, to give me the other half of it? Why I gotta ask you for it?
Right.
And then when he,
are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that.
Oh, okay.
At that point, it was, you know, invested in.
All right.
So look, he goes, when he finally does bring up the actual the situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell y'all to do that. I didn't tell you to do that.
Oh, man.
And I'm looking at him, and he looked in my face and he told me to do that.
Beyond the reported IRS obligations, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has also drawn attention over a reported $340 million legal action involving Showtime networks and several former executives. In a complaint, Mayweather alleges that large amounts of his boxing income were mishandled or redirected through financial arrangements connected to former advisors and business associates. Mayweather maintains that these alleged financial practices deprived him of hundreds of millions of dollars he believes he was entitled to receive from his career earnings. The lawsuit also claims that money generated by some of his biggest pay-per-view events, including his fights with Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor, was allegedly sent through accounts controlled by intermediaries rather than being paid directly to him in full. His attorneys contend that the alleged conduct may amount to a violation of fiduciary responsibilities and other financial wrongdoing. The case has therefore brought additional attention to the way major boxing revenues are handled and the level of accountability expected from the promotional and financial networks surrounding elite fighters.
Mayweather Jr. is suing Showtime and Steven Espinoza, the former head of Showtime Sports, for hundreds of millions of dollars that he claims are unaccounted for. Let's go ahead and break it down and give you all the details about what's going on. What's up, everybody? Marcos Villegas here for Fight Up TV. And you know Floyd Mayweather as probably the richest and one of the most dominant boxers in the history of the sport. But now Floyd is stepping into the courtroom to fight for money he claims that he was never paid, and he wants justice on his terms. So let's talk details. Let me tell you about the lawsuit. On February 3rd, 2026, Floyd Mayweather filed a lawsuit in California against Showtime Networks and Steven Espinoza, claiming they helped his former advisor, Al Heyman, misappropriate a huge chunk of his fight earnings to the tune of $340 million. Mayweather says the money is still missing and unaccounted for, and he's now suing Showtime and Espinoza for aiding and abetting breach of fiduciary duty, civil conspiracy to commit fraud. Ooh, that's a serious accusation there. Conversion, unjust enrichment, and he's seeking punitive damage on top of the missing $340 million.
Mayweather also brought a separate case in New York against former associate Jonah Renitz and several other individuals. In that lawsuit, he alleges that money connected to him was improperly taken through transactions he says were never authorized, including bank transfers, investments, jewelry-related deals, real estate activity, and the eventual sale of his private aircraft. However, these accusations have not been established as fact. The individuals named in the case have rejected or challenged Mayweather's allegations.
Millions of dollars, misappropriated funds, and damages resulting from a long-running and elaborate scheme of financial fraud, breaches in fiduciary duty, and conspiracy orchestrated by Floyd J. Mayweather's former manager and advisor, Al Heyman, with the knowing and substantial participation and aid of defendants Showtime Networks and Stephen Espinosa.
The complaint alleges that Mayweather's former associate, Yona Renit, gradually became involved in a wide range of his financial and business affairs. Mayweather claims that Renit was viewed as someone he could trust and was given responsibility for managing significant financial matters over a period of several years.
Floyd Mayweather, let's go. So now he has filed a $175 million lawsuit against his business partner, Jonah Regnitz. So the name should be familiar to you. He has been described as Floyd Mayweather's right-hand man for decades. Also, he has been named in several lawsuits with Floyd for them being involved in scams themselves. The lawsuits include allegations for fake exhibition fights, allegations for unpaid jet bills, unpaid jewelry, unpaid services provided. But in turn, now Floyd is suing him and saying, hey, I never saw this stuff. You have scammed me out of jewelry. You have scammed me out of money. You've scammed me out of real estate. And so this is a big, massive lawsuit, guys. What's also interesting is Floyd has had an interesting support for the Israel community. Jonah Regnitz is a member of a prominent Jewish Orthodox family. I'm curious if he's going to continue to have the same set support. I'm also curious to say if he's going to prevail in the other lawsuits. Is this a way for him to get out of it, or these false allegations against Jonah?
Mayweather later shared an image of himself alongside his former financial advisor on Instagram, adding several harsh accusations to the post, including calling him a thief, a snake, a liar, and a rat. The post appeared to show just how seriously Mayweather viewed the alleged betrayal. 50 Cent also reacted publicly after the reports emerged. In a social media message, he urged Mayweather to contact him and suggested they could quickly work on recovering the money. He also pointed to the properties Mayweather had purchased in New York as a potential financial resource. Meanwhile, longtime opponent Manny Pacquiao has criticized Mayweather's priorities within boxing, arguing that Floyd's focus is centered more on making money than on satisfying fans. Roy Jones Jr. has expressed a similar perspective, suggesting that financial rewards have played a bigger role in Mayweather's career decisions than the pursuit of a lasting legacy. Jones also referenced Mayweather's own comments about choosing money over legacy, further supporting that perception.
A long time ago, it wasn't about, for him, it ain't about legacy, it's about currency. And he did exactly what he wanted to do. Right. So you can't be mad at him for that, but I'm not gonna tell you that, I'm gonna say, oh yeah, he the greatest fighter. No, I can't say that.
Roy Jones Jr. has said that Floyd Mayweather Jr. had a major influence on how modern boxers view success. In Jones's assessment, Mayweather demonstrated that a fighter could place financial rewards ahead of building a traditional legacy or pursuing long-term recognition within the sport. He believes Mayweather's career helped shift the priorities of fighters toward maximizing income, even when that meant avoiding certain risks or placing less emphasis on chasing championships and taking part in the biggest competitive challenges. According to Jones, this represented a significant change in the way boxing greatness was measured.
I want the Mayweather concept, because Mayweather made so much money, staying undefeated, waiting till the right time to fight Pacquiao, finding the right people to fight at the right time. He monopolized the business. But the problem was, it only made him money and the people he was fighting. It didn't make money for the whole sport. So what he did himself a great job, but it hurt the sport. Because not everybody wants to fight, stay undefeated. You understand me? Me, it's like when two guys get here, they gotta meet. No, wait. They was here 5 years ago. Yeah. They should have met. You understand me? Because now, we probably could have got 3 good fights out of it.
Floyd Mayweather's reported financial issues have added another layer of uncertainty to the highly anticipated exhibition featuring him and boxing legend Mike Tyson. The matchup has already experienced several delays, with the original plan calling for the event to take place on April 25th in the Democratic Republic of Congo. That date ultimately passed without the exhibition taking place as questions surrounding the event remained unresolved. Organizers then moved the bout to May 30th, but the revised schedule also fell apart after Tyson sustained a fractured hand while preparing for the contest. The exhibition has since been tentatively moved toward the fall of 2026, with September 26th reportedly being considered as a possible date.
Remember the supposed Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson fight? Well, That's definitely not happening. At least that's what my prediction is going to be for this. It was supposed to happen 2 days ago in the fucking Congo. And we haven't heard a peep in about a month and a half. There's a big reason why, and it's another example of Floyd Mayweather being an absolute dumbass. It continues happening. I don't understand how, but Floyd has woven himself into a contractual boa constrictor and can't get out of it. And likely the only way out is to actually fight Manny Pacquiao.
Even with continued attention on his financial situation, Floyd Mayweather has maintained the same confidence that has been a defining part of his public image. He continues to embrace the persona built around money, success, and the appearance of having virtually unlimited financial resources. Across interviews, appearances, and social media, Mayweather has repeatedly rejected suggestions that he is experiencing serious money problems. He maintains that his various sources of income remain active and highly profitable. Mayweather has also pointed to his business interests, exhibition bouts, and investments as ongoing sources of substantial revenue. By highlighting those areas, he continues to portray himself as someone who remains financially successful at the highest level.
Floyd, man, like, you got everything, you got the skyscrapers, you got the cars, you got the houses, you got, what's next?
What I'm working on now, I don't really want for nothing. I don't really want for nothing. I mean, it's crazy that, when people say, oh, when you post something, you see all the comments, you see what people were saying?
That fucking, how much is that watch, man? I gotta ask, man.
Oh, that one?
Huh?
Oh, that's 18 million.
18 million?
18 million?
Oh, yeah, that one.
Get the camera, get that. 18 million?
Nigga, where the camera at? Pull it on this shit. Nigga, spent 18 million on the watch, man.
God damn. That motherfucker's life on your wrist.
You know, you do an interview with this nigga and you realize your life ain't going as good as you fucking thought it was.
All the more.
I'm sitting over here with my little $40,000 joint on. He 18 million. Sit on this motherfucker for the rest of the day. 18 fucking million. Dang, that motherfucker do look like a chandelier though. I'm not gonna lie, that mother. And how much was the goddamn necklace? Cause they gotta be about 25 pointers.
5 million.
He said just 5 million. Just 5 million. Ain't about
that nigga woke up and put 23 million on his arm and his neck for no reason at all.
What's your take on Floyd Mayweather's statements about his finances and the legal issues surrounding him? Let us know what you think in the comments and share your perspective on the situation.